What is up, everybody? I'm hoping you're all well. Not only am I alone today, you may notice I am with Michael Davis, MichScifi himself. We have just been to see the latest movie in the DCEU, and granted, the DCEU is a little all over the place at the moment. Some of their films have been good, some of their films have been average, some of them have actually been great. We have just seen Shazam. Where does that fall? We'll find out now. Let's talk about it.
Shazam!
Well, shit. Nothing happened. Well, you're not superpowered.
Fuck!
Shazam. So Shazam stars Zachary Levi as Shazam, or a older sort of alter ego version of Billy Batson. Billy Batson is a young boy who meets a old wizard through some sort of magic portal and is granted the powers of Shazam to stop these evil demons that have escaped from destroying the world. Essentially, that's the plot of this film. There's a lot more around this movie as well, which we'll get into in just a moment, but first off, Michael, being a huge DC fan as you are, like myself.
Really? What gave that away?
I feel like when we went to go see Justice League and you were dressed as Batman, that might have been a bit of a giveaway.
Yeah, maybe just a tad.
What did you think of this movie, my friend?
Well, as you said, I'm a massive lover of DC films. I'm always talking about them and defending them, and good or bad, but obviously I can admit when they're bad. This one, because the way I organise them is all the ones up to Justice League and that, they're phase 1, so Aquaman and this are phase 2, and or phase 2 or just the new direction, the lighter, the more, the tone that everyone seems to be a lot happier with. So following on Aquaman, then Shazam. I really enjoyed it, not comparing the films too much, because obviously they are really different, but for a story what isn't too convoluted, a villain what was a tiny bit bland, the message of the film what was family, and the cast, Zachary Levi, Asher Angel, I think that's the name of the boy who plays Fred,
Angel.
And everyone else, like the kids and all the core characters, they were really good. It was light-hearted, not so much that it was a bad attempt at a Marvel film. It was its own thing while still being fun and light-hearted. Villain, even though we agreed was a bit bland, I still really enjoyed his performance. It was absolutely not bad, but it was what he was.
It was a generic sort of villain.
Yeah, he did his job right. There wasn't anything too like Thanos or General Zod, or he did what he was told. I don't know how to word that perfectly. Sorry, but he did a good job as the villain, and yeah.
Talking about Zachary Levi, of course, him being the main lead in this film, the guy really embodied this character. Now, my biggest worry was that when he turned into Shazam, or when he turned into the adult version of himself, that he'd have an adult's mind. That was my biggest worry of the film when I first heard that it was announced. When I saw the trailer, clearly that wasn't the case, and you can see that Zachary Levi is clearly soaking all of this up. He's loving what he's doing. He's having tons of fun, acting like a 15-year-old would if he got superpowers. It is essentially Big with Tom Hanks with a childlike mind if he got superpowers. There's a nice reference to Big in the movie as well.
Yeah, because
a lot of good references in this movie.
That's one of the films everyone's been comparing it to, like Big, which I sadly haven't seen. So
you've not seen Big?
I have not, but
why are you in my movie review?
But no, that's one thing that I agree with you. Like, I forget the name of the kid who was playing Billy Batson. Sorry, but Zachary did feel like an adult version of him, if that makes sense. Not just an adult version of the character, it was like an adult version of the actor, which made it more believable. And it's probably the funniest DC film so far. DC funny, God forbid, but it was really funny. Not too much that it was like it was trying to be something it isn't. It didn't take itself too seriously. It was fun, and I don't think any of the jokes fell flat. I don't know if there was any ones what you found.
It wasn't for me. Every bit of comedy in this movie, for me personally, worked, especially with Zachary Levi. Like I said, he embodied everything that this character was. He had a lot of fun with it, and in doing so, you're on his side. You can see that childlike innocence that's behind him, despite that he's a fully grown adult. But again, he has a mind of 15-year-old, so when the bad guy Mark Strong actually appears, he gets quite cocky, he gets quite arrogant, and then when shit goes wrong, he gets scared, and you can see that. And admittedly, you won't see not like Superman or anyone like that be scared. You won't see Batman scared, but because again it is a child, he's terrified of this. He doesn't know how to respond to this. Mark Strong, as we said, is a little bit bland as a villain. He's pretty generic. He's a sort of normal villain that you sort of see in every sort of superhero movie. Granted, Mark Strong is a fantastic actor.
Oh, absolutely, he was amazing.
I like him in his movies. He's played villains before. His villains have always been the sort of generic villains where we haven't really got much to them, but he's always given it his all, and he does so again in this movie. I'd like a little bit more to his villain, but again, he was serviceable for this film. The main focal point for this film, though, which is my main praise that I can give this film, I don't know if you agree here, is the family dynamic.
Oh, absolutely. That was so adorable. I won't give anything away, but the chemistry they had, the way they were with each other, it was really, I don't know if I say relatable, because I'm not a foster kid, but I would imagine, I mean, even then, I could still find it relatable. It was really sweet and human, and the progression of the relationship, because obviously from the trailers, he's very alone, he doesn't need anybody. How he grows and how it all grows is really really good, because it's not just growing to become a hero, that same old journey. There was more growth, like there was multiple levels of growth for Billy, and I thought it was really relatable. It made me smile and feel warm at times.
It was very, very heartfelt when it came to the family portions of the film. That for me was my favourite part of the movie. It does also have, and I don't know if do you watch Walking Dead at all?
No, sorry.
No, you don't. The guy who played the dad, I believe he plays Jerry in The Walking Dead. I believe that's his name,
He's in The
Jerry.
Walking Dead.
He is. He's such a lovable guy in The Walking Dead.
He was my favourite in the family.
He plays such a lovable guy in this movie. You just want to give him a hug.
Oh, he was just so lovely. That face. Oh.
Yeah, everything with the family, like I said, absolutely fantastic. Jerry, I don't actually know the actor's name, but Jerry from The Walking Dead. The direction by David F. Sandberg, of course. People will know David F. Sandberg from directing Lights Out and Annabelle Creation. The guy, while it's not a horror movie, does throw a lot of horror elements in there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
As you could tell.
Sorry.
I heard you, like, literally that one scene where you screamed a little bit like, what is that?
I didn't expect that. I'm like, whoa! I mean, I know it's DC, but this isn't R-rated. Like, that caught me off guard.
I think it caught everyone off guard. I wasn't expecting that.
It reminded me of Venom, but the thing that Venom didn't do, because it wasn't
that you wouldn't show in Venom.
Yeah,
but they showed a bit more of it in this movie. Obviously, David Sandberg going back to his roots in this movie, much like James Wan did with Aquaman, they show hints of what they used to do beforehand. It's a filmmaking style that they're used to, so they are of course going to call back to it. But again, he did a fantastic job directing this movie. The action scenes, while very all over the place in terms of actual camera style, you can actually see what's going on. It's when they're flying that it's going all about that. It can get a little bit
okay. There was one moment in the fight where there was one moment in the fight where I'm like, I don't know if this is the glasses making it a bit blurry.
Yeah, again, I couldn't. There were more just like it was just like the one moment, maybe two, where it's only when they're flying that it felt a little bit jarring. Other than that, the rest of the editing for this movie was fantastic. The direction was great. The lighter tone gives the cinematographer more chance to actually have some more colours in the movie, like Man of Steel. It was a very dark, drab, grey movie. This movie does play with colours a lot more. Overall, I really enjoyed this movie. Some people I've heard aren't really a huge fan of it, but some people who love it. I personally think it's fantastic. I had a fantastic time with it. It's fun-filled, it's hilarious. There's a lot of heart with the family. I'm personally going to give this movie a solid 4 stars.
I think I'll have to agree with that, 4 stars.
Yeah, 4 stars as well.
Completely agree.
So, Shazam, have you guys seen it yet? What do you think about it? Whatever you thought, let me know in the comment section below. Thank you, Michael, for joining me in this review. Your first
finally here.
About damn time. We're supposed to do Justice League together. So
I feel like David Sandberg. It's his first DC film, my first review.
There we go. Thanks as always for watching, guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and for some more videos just like this one, subscribe to my channel for more. Also check out MichScifi's channel. I'll leave a link to that in the description box below. Thanks again for watching. You guys are awesome, and I will see you all in the next video.
Shazam!
It didn't work again, mate.
Fuck!